it down. We went live. We're live. Please turn it down. All right, so this is totally unexpected, folks. I have been meaning to tape her while she's doing her stuff, and we got a bunch of other projects going on today. So rather than trying to quick cobble together a video, I figured we just go live and show some techniques that I'm teaching her that she's using on her terrain for her piece that she's doing for Armies on Parade. So she's building a board, Armies on Parade, and she wants to make a large hillside with a waterfall. So we've got her structure built. And again, she's done all this. I'm just here giving her tips and guidance. This is her project. My favorite part of this entire project, like before, is getting to play with the acetone on this stuff. So she's already taken the acetone and drawn out onto the foam where she wanted her river and where she carved it out. So we've got that. So the next step would normally be to take a sponge foam, a sponge sander, and kind of sand the edges of the river to make the banks nice and smooth it all out. But we're going to try another technique. My favorite, playing with fire. So what we're going to do, show you here. We're taking, now guys, do this in a well-ventilated place. We're in the middle of a big room. We have fans. But we're going to take your flame, and you're just going to smooth over the edges where you want things to be. You get a nice water-worn effect, as you can see from the lines you put in there. Now, because the water is coming down the front, we mark it out with you don't need a lot of heat. I've seen guys use the small butane blow torches to do this. And if you're trying to do major amounts of terrain shaping, that actually works really well. But we're just trying to put a gentle curve. All right, so we're going to put a gentle curve. Now keep in mind, everything is going to get a coating of spackle and or Sculptamold to really make it all firm up and look nice. This is a pure display board, so when this is all done, after Armies of Parade, it's going to go on her shelf. It'll be where she keeps her army to show it off. So I wanted to show this technique because I'm not going to do a whole video. This isn't something I do very often. Oh. Hey, Helrich. Yeah, it's one of those things that, again, it comes from a model railroading standpoint. A lot of times if you're trying to do water, fire actually mimics a lot of the effects of water on things. So if you use the fire to kind of smooth things over, you get a nice ripply effect on your foam for your rivers and whatnot. So, I mean, when we're done, we're going to be putting some spackle on this, some Sculptamold, and smooth it all out, put some grit and everything, make it look like dirt and rock and stone. But we just wanted to put this out here real quick. I just wanted to get a quick chance to let this out there while we were thinking about it, because, again, I would like to point out that I was like, because he had said that he was like, well, hey, why don't, we record you while you're doing this? That way people can see me, as a novice crafter, making my way. And then I realized we were doing this and the camera wasn't on. And he went, well, and I was like, well, shouldn't you be recording this? I mean, content. And so he decided we're going to live stream. So that's a technique. That's a quick tip. That's all there is to it. I just wanted to show it off. And as she is a novice crafter, this is something she's going to do the rest of these pieces with. And this is going to make her piece look really good. So, Hellworks, thanks for stopping by. Anyone else who watches in the future, please let us know what you think of these. Let them know what you think of this technique. But let me know what you think about these quick drop-ins where we're in the middle of something. Hey, maybe somebody would want to learn how to do this. So
I keep telling him, just start recording me.
This is the dragon.
This is Lady Dragon.
And we're going to go back to epicking her board. So,
how did I get robbed in this?
Game on.
Oh, you have a second viewer right now. I wonder who the other person is. Bet you it's Nick.
No.
I can't tell.
Participants. I'm going to check just because.
Oh,
yeah, it's me. All right.
But then what's that thing? It says there's 3 people.
Well, we may have more people doing it now. That's great.
Well, that's because everybody loves you and they want to see you.
Well, I mean.
And congratulations.
That's lovely. We can just leave it live and just keep doing this.
Fine, if you want to keep doing it. I thought you said I was supposed to do that. Mike. Hello. So, just to let you know, Mr. Hawkins, Happy Boy here decided that he wanted to show what I was doing with my display board for Armies on Parade that is designed to be able to go sit on one of those shelves back there so that I can show off my army using this lovely flame technique that he's currently using and that I'm supposed to be,
but,
you know.
You showed it. I wanted to make sure you saw what I did.
I saw what you did last time.
That look good?
Yeah. No,
all right. Sit here. Here you go. Burn stuff.
Now you're talking my language.
Gimme.
He's working on, I have no idea.
I can show you what I'm working on as long as I got it live. I did a bunch of painting this morning. And the board I was showing off on Frosted Fists the other day, this is where we are at with him now. We've got most of our silvers down. We've got our grays. And we're about... just get a fan going, keep a lot of air flowing. I don't need a mask. Come on. I'm old. We're going to die of cancer anyhow. But, yeah, this is...
I was not told about this!
So what we have left to do, I'm going to get some gold and bronze. We're going to go over some of these plates here. We're going to go over these machinery pieces here. And then we're going to get some wash. And we're going to give the whole thing a piece of... I'm going to give the whole thing a nice, decent wash. And then... the rest of the board, we've been working on these. And again, I've only gotten the grays portions of this piece done. That's okay. No, that's fine. Just got to remember, you got to keep it upright. Remember how the water flows. So we've been working on getting the rest of the terrain that's going to go on the board and keep that up and going. So.
Well, now I really have proof that you weren't trying to kill me. What the fuck, man?
So, yeah, Armies on Parade, I really... I made her... Yeah, she needs to be paranoid.
It's not paranoia if you're right.
Yeah, always remember that when you're using this technique, get in the camera.
I'm like over here.
No, get it, lean in. Take this. When you're doing this, you're going with the flow of the water. So, with the flow of the water. See, with the flow.
So get yourself some pizza. I can't eat it. I is broke. Okay, I should probably also explain that the other fun fact in here, just to kind of give you boys some fun, I also put acetone on this first.
Yeah, first we melted it with acetone. So then we peeled off the acetone infused foam. So now, yeah, you're actually pretty good there.
No,
Okay, go ahead.
no, it's fine. I'll go back in with these.
So yeah. Well, that's the thing. Well, it does. The thing is, acetone is really good for getting the piece. Actually, in a perfect world, I'd love to have a hot knife that actually does the scooping motion on it, the adjustable wire knife from Foamworks. I don't have one of those yet. So the acetone makes a natural melt into the plastic or in the foam. But the problem is that it leaves a lip, and it doesn't make it very smooth. It causes a hard creep-in edge. So if you want a nice edge, you got to trim it a little bit.
Ooh,
and then
that's a
sand it.
really good idea, Mike. Thank you.
What's that?
Heated ice cream spoon.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
I did not just set this thing on fire.
You might have.
No, I didn't.
Again, keep the flame always moving.
I was keeping the flame moving. There was a piece of acetone encrusted stuff that
Nicely.
caught.
Nicely. He's not good with fire. I would think he would be.
I
But
know. Shut up, Lefty. I don't have the arm strength that I would like. Old school works best.
you know, and that's the thing. Luke Towan uses the scoop, but Luke from APS, he doesn't use acetone at all. He's all fire. He's just like, I got a blowtorch. And it's just like, yeah, I mean, blowtorch, it's a little much. But the worst thing about it, it's not only that he uses a blowtorch, but he doesn't use the good foam. He uses the crappy pilly foam because he knows he's going to cover it, so he doesn't care. That stuff's nasty. So, and it smells horrible.
This stuff still smells bad. I think it's running out.
It might be. Again, you're mainly focusing on the edge. You want to smooth out the edges. There you go.
I haven't seen any comments, so if there are any further.
Pedal foam is trash. You know, and that's the thing. Ugh. I mean, the problem is it's not only just bad foam, but it's so weak. And, you know, gamers and their Dorito fingers and large unmovable bodies, it's so easy for them to crash. And I'm one of them. I'm not willing to admit not otherwise.
See, I am not completely out of my mind. It is running out of steam.
It is.
I don't think he would trust me, honestly, with a blowtorch.
No.
You wouldn't trust him with a blowtorch. He barely trusts me making dinner sometimes. And we have a fire stove. Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, until you drop it. All right.
No, it'll still be fun.
So here we go. We've got the bottom part of our lake, and then we're going to have the upper portion of our waterfall, and the moderate portion of our waterfall, and then our upper edge.
So butane torch lighter.
Yeah, that's what we're using there.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, that's a butane torch lighter. That's exactly what we're using. It's just, it's
Don't like it. I have currently one of my kids is standing next to us, and they are a little auditorially sensitive, so they're really, really hating me. And I'm going, it's the first one you're definitely here. I'm serious. Because I'm a mean mom.
That's the sound of a metal knife against the ceramic plates.
Oh hell no, that's not nearly as bad. I've done that.
But for
before.
me, it's like that.
All right, so this is
Mostly it. I've
That's
got
pretty cool.
the metal
yeah,
piece.
this is the board she's building. The next step is to add a bunch of plaster rocks we're going to do in place.
I want one. How can I have one?
We can have one. You can use it when I allow you to, because you're naughty.
You like it when I'm
I
naughty.
do. I do like it when you're naughty. So, put your thing down so we can just get a good shot of the whole thing for the viewers.
That's pretty cool.
So, really?
Oh, I know.
Well, then I know where I'm going
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I've seen it before. So this is it. This is her display. So we got to get some rocks on here, and we got to get some plaster on here, and get it built up and sand a few things, and probably use some nice cardstock,
I was going to say cardstock or
and just frame the back end just to give it some protection. You know, some of the really good chipboard that I got.
I thought we were going to use that for the base. Mount it up on that.
I don't need anything. I just want to edge it. I want to edge it so it looks nice. So
So this is my thing. Started. Thank you. It is actually for a basically a Drukhari. I don't have. I'm working on putting together a Ynnari, and I needed something worthy of putting my Incarn on. And we had created a kill team board a while back based on the Deathworld Force, and I basically wanted to create a small display board for it for my group, and I wanted a very, I guess the way that what I want to do with it is think Death Forest meets Pandora meets the Amazon.
so
Lots of neon colors, but dark.
it's a
What is River of Blood?
no river of blood. The river's going to be water. You don't want blood in there, really.
Maybe in the
You really want blood in there. Yeah,
I don't know. We'll talk about that.
yeah.
With the blood streaming at the edges a little bit.
Excuse me.
All right. So I just wanted to stop in, have this quick stand in, and say hi to everybody. Let y'all see what we're doing. I gotta get her to work getting this done because we got 2 weeks to get this done, and plaster takes a while to dry.
Guys in Getting Lit on vacation can't wait to play Kill Team Friday.
It is Dark Eldar, but they're the nice Dark Eldar.
They're the Reborn, technically.
They're Ynnari. They're fun.
They're technically they're the Reborn. There's no actual codex for them yet. According to what I have heard, there is a possible codex for the Ynnari in work, so hopefully. And they've started they've got a named figure now that's coming out that has a Ynnari option, so even more.
All right. Well, that's it. So, thanks all for dropping by, and we will see you on the flip side.
I'll probably see something from him soon. Psychic Awakening is going to be awesome.
It is going to be awesome.
Okay.
All right. We'll see y'all tomorrow with my new.
You'll see him. I'll probably be back on Tuesday.